Guys, we're here. Oof, smell it. Now I can imagine that right now many of you are feeling a lot of varied emotions. I'll tell you more about what happened here during the course of last night just now. But first I'm just going to give you an indication of size so that you know what we're looking at here.
What are you showing there, Peter?
Ticks.
Nice. Peter's saying there's lots of ticks on you. There are no whiskers.
Past there. Okay, now like I said, I can fully appreciate, I mean, I came here earlier this morning to have a look around and I'm feeling very emotional about this again. So for you that are maybe shocked by this at the moment, maybe surprised, maybe confused even, we'll explain more why and what happened here. But as you could clearly see from the size of the animal when I was next to it there, it's an adult lion or lioness, and this was one of the kahuma females. And last night a lot of drama happened around here. The reason her belly is so big is obviously she's been dead for at least 12 hours now, probably 18 hours. So she's all bloated. All those ticks that you can see on the skin just now, on the whiskers, on the ears, those would all have been parasites living on her. And of course now that she's dead, those parasites will slowly move away. So that's why they're sitting on her. Maybe a little bit strange even to think that 24 hours ago this was a beautiful, active, virile lioness. She had cubs. I was looking now, when I was looking up close to the body there, you can still see the mammary glands a little bit swollen. She was suckling. And then things like this sometimes just reminds you that we are, all of us I guess, depending on how you look at it, but most certainly where we are out here at Djuma with WildEarth, we are in a very wild environment. This is not just a park where animals get to live a carefree life. They all live very wild lives, very happy lives I think in the end, because it's all very pure in a way, but it certainly is really, really wild. Things kill each other out here sometimes. I think James will keep showing you different aspects of this. It's a bit of a different subject than what we usually look at, but there's something quite eerie almost looking at a big lioness dead like this. I'll tell you the story briefly, as much as I can summarize it from what I heard from the guys that were out here this morning, what I also saw later on when I came out here later in the morning by myself. Basically, looking at those tracks we saw earlier as well, the Mapogos males came in from the from the western direction, I guess, Mabili direction, west-southwest, came all the way along that road and found these lionesses. Now something else, I'm not quite sure, we might try and go have a look later, but later on this morning when I was sitting here with this lioness, I heard a lot of growling further into very, very thick bush. It took me almost an hour to get in there. And I found 3 of the Mapogos males, and they were busy eating the very last remaining bits of skin and meat from a waterbuck. I thought there was a little bit of irony in it this morning before we struggled to transmit. One of the questions was why not so many animals eat waterbuck. In this case they killed a big waterbuck bull, but it would have been the kahuma females, the kahuma pride. This female that we're looking at now, or this one, it was a kahuma female, and the rest of the pride would have killed it probably 2 days ago, judging from the carcass and from the remains there. Look at that lifeless eye. And they would have killed it, and in that process, that's how the kahumas would have found them. Maybe smelt it, maybe the lionesses roared and they heard it. And this is a little bit reminiscent of the last time we saw a dead cub. You remember I can't remember the exact date, December. Look at those ticks. It was a similar case. If you remember, those of you that joined us on that morning, it was also a very dramatic day. They'd killed a buffalo. No, not a buffalo, a giraffe. Sorry, I'm thinking back to a different thing now. And again, it was a big carcass, and that attracted the Mapogo males, and that then attracted the sort of subsequent violence. Now what happened here from the tracks, and again, the guys saw a bit of it this morning early on. Obviously the Mapogos found them, maybe surprised them a bit on this carcass, and obviously a lot of fighting would have followed from that. They killed at least 2 cubs that they know of. Unfortunately, we can't see any of them. We'll have a look around here just now. This morning I couldn't find any of them. They killed 2 cubs, sorry. My brain is a little bit muddled up sometimes.